Back in action again.
You know, Falcon Fever. Falcon
Fever.
Falcon Fever.
Okay, you can go back to what you're doing.
Some Falcon Fever buzz.
I don't believe it.
Don't move a muscle.
Welcome to Falcon Fever. I'm your host, Coach Tootsie Coast, and we're your weekly source to all Montevallo sports coverage. We got a slam-packed show today, so let's get it started with the big sports news of the week, the Montevallo men's basketball team. On March 3rd, the Falcons opened up the PBC Conference tourney against North Georgia College and State University. In this quarterfinal match, the Falcons never trailed the entire game. Don't believe me? I got highlights to prove it. Getting things started, we see Taurus Dortch with a steal and then pushes the ball to Marcus Richard, who announces that at Montevallo, we'll school you in the classroom and on the court. Next, Gerald January D's him up, and I'm just going to start calling him Mr. Ugh, because this is sick, as GJ finishes with a finger roll for two. Following that, we see Mark Plaza showing that it pays to share. He gives it up, gets it right back, and I'll tell you what, Montevallo, he's got a high GPA, but his game is stupid, as he gets the bucket in the paint. Again, we see the Portland, Oregon native throw some D's on that Rich. DeMarcus Richards gets the loose ball and rattles one home. And then the 6'5" junior from Tampa, Cecil Coleman, gets fed down low to muscle up for the deuce. Gerald January and Cecil the Diesel Coleman led the Falcons by combining for 37 of the Falcons' 88 total points. January put up 20 and 6, and Coleman added a double-double with 17 points and 10 rebounds. The Falcons sealed the dominating performance with an 88-79 win. We talked to head coach Danny Young of the Falcons about the Falcons' first PBC win.
All right, Coach. Well, that's the first game in the PBC tournament. How do you feel with it?
Well, pretty good. We got to win. I mean, that's always good when you win.
And were you happy with your team's performance tonight?
I was until about the last 2.5 minutes when we decided to go brain dead there and give up a bunch of points.
I can understand your frustration with that. What are your expectations for your team for the next game?
Hopefully we can, come out and play hard and go try to beat Augusta.
We appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
After the Falcons' big quarterfinal win, the men's team then faced #1 ranked Augusta State in the semifinals of the PBC tournament. And trust me, the guys weren't scared, they were ready. Augusta State walked in the top team in the conference, but got owned by Montevallo. You might have a Cadillac on 22s, but I've got a Taurus on 22s, as in Taurus Dortch putting up 22 points in the victory. Also, Freddie Little tied the career record for career three-pointers by knocking down 4 from behind the arc and finishing with 17 points. Cecil Coleman was 5 of 6 from the field, Gerald January snatched 10 boards, and Mark Plaza added a game-high 7 assists. Coach Danny Young said that the team's half-court offense was effective, and the guys' play down the stretch helped the Falcons pull off the 81-77 victory. In the finals of the conference tournament, the Falcons played USC Aiken on the Pacers' home court. With big performances by Freddie Little, Taurus Dortch, and Jordan Hutchison, the Falcons' run-and-gun offense kept them close in the final game, but came up short 65-60. And even though that game was a heartbreaker, it wasn't all bad news this week, as Montevallo received an at-large bid to the NCAA Division II tournament. This marks Coach Danny Young's 5th appearance in 7 years while at the University of Montevallo. Montevallo received the #7 seed and will face #2 Mount Olive College on Saturday, March 13th at 2:30 p.m. Now let's switch over to a little baseball action. On March 3rd, the Falcons were at Stillman College. Dustin Daughtry, Chris Sosby both knocked in 2 runs, and Chandler Tyree was 3 of 2 from the plate, but they came up short 12-7. 3 days later, the guys faced Georgia Southwestern in a conference doubleheader. Kevin Garcia topped the stat sheet by going 4 of 8 with an RBI and 2 runs. Freshman Austin Doubly chipped in by knocking in 3 runs of his own with a 2-bagger and a run scored. And Albertville's own Andy Revel contributed with a homer and an RBI. Despite these and other strong performances, the Falcons fell 17-8 and 10-1. For more baseball action, you can check out the Falcons again on Wednesday as they play host to Columbus State at 3 p.m. Now we're going to hit the links for some golf updates. The men's golf team will play in the West Georgia Invitational at Mirror Lake Golf and Country Club in Villa Rica, Georgia on March 23rd. And as for the ladies golf team, they will be in action on March 16th as they drive into the Sanford Intercollegiate Invitational and then meet up with the men's team at the West Georgia Invitational on March 23rd. A lot of our viewers are soccer fans, so we're going to give you an update on the 2010 spring schedule. The Falcons will be in action on the 27th of March when they play Shorter at Southern Poly at 3 p.m. and then play later that same day against Southern Poly at 5 p.m. After that, there will only be 2 more spring games for the men's team, so keep it on Falcon Fever for those updates. If you have any pictures of Montevallo sports on the road, please send them to masscom00@gmail.com. To watch a replay of today's show or any other show of the past week, visit our website at montevallo.edu/MC or just look us up on YouTube by searching Falcon Fever. That's all we have for you this week. I'm Costa. For the rest of the crew, have a great and safe spring break. Tune in after the break for all your sports coverage. And remember, it's not hot in here, it's just Falcon Fever.